my to you all, happy Saturday. And it's a little bit wild out there this morning. I think I've just seen a witch fly by on a bicycle. So I'm taking the time to sit in for a little bit before he calms down. And I've actually finished my March stash busting kit. I do find that when I make up my own kits, I suddenly have a real burst of motivation to work my way through the papers, and I'm far more productive than I ever am. So this is what I've got left. I've got this little piece here. So these were all 12 by 12 papers. I've got this bit, and I've got a few pieces left of this one. And some of these papers are really old. This one's 2011. I used a 2007 one up. This one 2010. So at least now I'm making a real dent in them. That's all I've got left of one piece of paper. So with these smaller scraps, if I don't think I'll do anything with them, I tend to add them to a bag that I take into school for the creative table. If they are a useful piece, then I put them into my scraps pile, because I'll often make up layouts and add pieces from my scrap folder. And also when I'm making up stash kits, I'll often dig into my scrap 12 by 12 papers. So there's all the papers I've got left. So that's fab when you think the pile I started with. I didn't use these, but they just didn't really go with the colours enough. So I've kept those, and I didn't use these. So I'll put those back in my stash. I'm almost out of these stickers now. I've just got 4 little tiny ones left. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to use them. So I'll add those to the pile for school. As I say, hardly any of these left. And to be honest, I don't like using favourite when it's not spelt the British way. So I probably won't use those anyway. So I'll see. There's a few usable ones. So what I might do is just chop them down then and add them into my little box of date stamps and little tabs. So they are still useful. I did start off with quite a lot of these, and I've only got a couple left. I've got these, I've got that embellishment cluster, I've got these sort of things here. I didn't use any of those little metal embellishments. I'm rummaging around in the bottom of my IKEA case here. So just a few little embellishments left. I added some washi in, which I have used. Look at this. I'm nearly at the end of this one. I didn't know there was such a thing. Yeah, so what I'll do then, I sort back through and put all these back. But look, this was full of little embellishments. That's now empty. And oh, there's another one of these. These are quite useful, I was thinking, as well for my project life. So I'm going to keep those, slice them down, because I could use them then in my project life. And then, oh, another embellishment cluster. Almost out of these. Almost out of these. Now these have been hanging around for absolutely ages. So I'm going to have to see whether I'm going to keep them or whether to pass them on now. This was full of stickers, and I've only got 1, 2, 3 of those left. So what I'll do now, I'll cut around them and then put them into my embellishment box. Excuse me. Then once again on this one, I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there. And these would be handy once again for my project life pages, so I'll keep those. I've decided now that there's another, can you remember those puffy dots? They've all gone. That's another thing for the bin. I've decided me and these vinyl stickers are going to part company. I've had them such a long time. Has it got a date on these? No. But to be honest, they've completely lost their stickiness, and also where they're peeling up, they're quite hard to stick down. So I think it's time for these to disappear now. I don't know where to take them into school. As I say, on the creative table in school, they will use anything. Once again with these, I struggled a bit on these because I'm out of E's. I've got I's. I'm out of O's. But the numbers are really useful, so I might keep those and put those in my Project Life thing just to get through those. I must be honest, these are a bit like the other vinyl ones, so I might give them one last try, and if not, they're off out the door. I've used loads of these this time. I used mainly this colour, so there's quite a lot of these left, so I'll put those back in. I used a few of these. I didn't use many of these at all, but that's okay. That'll just go back in the stash. So if I just move all that to one side now, and I will show you what I've created. I think that the kit I made up was a boy-friendly kit, but I have done some which aren't boy-themed. So I did this one here, and what I did on this one, I used up loads and loads of those little journaling tags. This is actually a star that I've put underneath the photo to make it look like a bit of a banner. I've used up lots. I brought some other alphas in. This word, it was happy, and then think happy, and then details. So what I did then, I used the letters, I kept happy as it was, and used the other ones then to create tail, because I was thinking of a little tail, and shine. And I've just used some words there. As you can see, I've bashed a few alphas. I had this word left as well, so I put love you. And I used a few of those little puffy animals, like the foxes and the owl and the badger. And then and the lion down here in the colour. And then I used some Nuvo drops around the corner. So I just sort of bashed quite a few of those little sticker tabs to make that page. And this piece of paper here was a 6x6 sheet I had. Then I did a bit of bashing of the alphabets there. And I quite like now mixing them up. Because they were all a similar colour, it was quite easy to do. But as you can see with those vinyl letters, can you see that it's just sort of peeling up? Even though it's been glued down really well, they've sort of become a bit misshapen. So there we are. So I once again use those little sticky pieces there to do that page of my husband and I. Then this one, I used the rest of one piece of paper. I can't remember what was on the back of it. Oh, I think it was it was a stripy piece of paper there, and I've cut the doilies out of another sheet of paper. They're just hiding under there, and I've just done this sort of detail here, and I fussy cut the flowers out then, and use a few more of the word things. So that's out of 3 layouts. Then this one then, this was one of the cards, and that was the back piece of a piece of paper. And then I've called it Too Cute to Spook. So as you can see, I have used lots of my alphas. And this paper was absolutely perfect for this photo. There we go. I did this one, which I have done a process video on. So I punched out lots of the photos there, used up lots of the little word things, puffy stickers, arrows. I was determined to use these arrows up. There we go. There's that one. Then I did this one again, and the other thing I had left, but I've now put in a pile to donate, is I had loads of these little word things and these, because I had 2 sets of them, but I've used them on so many layouts now that I can't see me using the rest, so I think I'll pass those on to somebody else. Then I did this one then, where once again I used lots of the titles, the chipboard titles, the stickers, just used lots and lots of the little pieces there. Is that sticking down? And I just had squares. What I got are squares of the paper, and then I cut that, the top piece there, the little strip, is the back piece of that piece of paper, if that makes sense. Just to bash some of the papers up. Then I had this one, and this was one of those big title cards. And I put that in the star photo. This was one of my handmade embellishment clusters. And once again, I used lots of little word things. And this was the first one I made from the kit, actually. I've also got a process video for that. So as you can see, the thickers have had a really good bashing. Used some washi tape, made some banners, another handmade embellishment cluster. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I use loads of stuff from my stash. So not only have I cleared space, I've also created 9 pages now for scrapbooks. As I say, all the ones about my little nephew I'll go in an album for my niece. So a job well done there, I think. As I say, I don't often create 9 layouts in 1 week, but I find it so motivating when I see all the stuff there. I think, right, let's make a bit of a dent in it. And I'm carrying on with my New Year's resolution of bashing stuff rather than just rather than just buying it. So if you are interested in the challenge, Bash Your Stash is a good one. Rediscover Your Stash, which is a Facebook group. Scrapping with What You Have is another good Facebook group. Crafty Jen, Use It or Lose It. There are so many challenges out there at the moment, and they're giving you ideas for using your papers, using your alphas, using your stamps. So there's lots and lots of motivation out there. So thank you so much for watching. I'm nearly at 300 subscribers. Whoop, 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 whoop. So if you haven't yet subscribed, but you fancy seeing what else I get up to, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. And if you are already a subscriber, but you're not receiving notifications, if you just ding that little bell, it'll tell you all the videos that I put up. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend. I hope the wind doesn't blow you away, and fingers crossed for Wales winning the Grand Slam. Fingers crossed. So, hwyl fawr ffrindiau. I'll see you soon. Bye.